Hi, I'm Tonia Magras, Executive Assistant to the City Manager for the City of Cambridge. Today we're going to learn about the city's participatory budgeting process. I know, it sounds like a mouthful, but it's actually an excellent way to manage money and engage in city government. It's a process where you can decide how to spend part of the city's public budget in a way that will improve the lives of all of Cambridge residents. So come with me as we learn more about participatory budgeting from MIchelle Monsegur, Budget Analyst for the City of Cambridge. Hey Michelle.
Hey Tonia.
Thanks for joining us and talking to us about participatory budgeting.
My pleasure.
What is it?
Basically, participatory budgeting, or PB as we like to say, is a democratic process in which Cambridge residents can directly decide how to spend part of the city's budget. This whole idea of PB started in Brazil in 1989 and has worked its way up to the United States, and it came to Cambridge in 2014.
So how does it work?
Basically, it starts with an idea collection phase. So we ask people in the community to submit their ideas for projects they'd like to see around town that really improve the community.
So what kind of projects have you got?
We've gotten a lot of ideas, everything from a solidarity fridge, which is like a community refrigerator where people can leave food that they know they're not going to use and other people can take it, to public toilets, street trees, basketball courts, volleyball courts, all sorts of things.
And this happens all over the city?
It does. It's citywide. It includes anyone who's at least 12 or older who lives in the city. People who are non-US residents can also vote in this process and submit ideas. So it's really open, it's really inclusive. And we started with $500,000, and right now we've been adding $100,000 each year, so we'll see the PB budget continue to grow.
So Michelle, tell me how this whole process works.
We usually start in the summer with our idea collection phase, and that's when we invite members of the Cambridge community to submit all of their ideas about how they would spend the participatory budgeting funds. We use this innovative online map tool that sort of shows a map of Cambridge, and you can drop a little pin on it in the location around town where you want to see your project. You can give it a title, you can describe it, and then other people can comment on it, share it, like it, those types of things. So it creates a lot of dialogue between idea submitters. But you can also email us, call us, stop by the budget office, and we do a number of events around town to collect people's ideas, so we'll get submissions that way as well.
What kind of ideas have been submitted?
All sorts of things, lots of creative and varied projects. Some of the winners from past PB cycles include a public toilet in Central Square, bilingual books for kids learning English in Cambridge, bike repair stations around town, new street trees. You see a lot of things related to sustainability, bikes, helping people in need. We had a freezer van that helps with prepared food rescue deliveries this year. So there's all sorts of stuff that get voted on.
Sounds really creative. So all the ideas get submitted, and who gets to vote on these ideas?
We recruit a group of volunteers called Budget Delegates, and they work really hard every fall going through all of the ideas that are submitted, researching them. They talk to city staff, they talk to people in the community, and they try to evaluate all the ideas on need, impact, and feasibility. So they're the ones that actually come up with the PB ballot. And then we have a public vote in December. It usually lasts about a week long, and as long as you're at least 12 years old and live in Cambridge, you can vote in this process. So even people who are not US citizens are included, and it's a really open and fun process.
So what has the response been like so far?
It's been really positive. Every year we've seen an increase in the number of people who vote. We see new groups of volunteers, and I really can't thank our volunteers enough. They're sort of the backbone of the PB process, and none of this would have been possible without them.
Sounds like a great way for Cambridge residents to get involved.
It is.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
So I hope you are now excited about participatory budgeting, thanks to MIchelle Monsegur from the City of Cambridge. If you want to learn more about participatory budgeting, go to pb.cambridgema.gov. Learn to submit ideas, to volunteer, when to vote. It's all up to you. Thanks again.